Today in the video we will talk about new free games in the style Shia distribution. Hobby games, talk about others. Sites where we can today pick up free games as well. Talk about game news about discounts. Well, in short, be sure to watch this video to the end so that nothing important not to miss. I promise you to skip without a freebie. So let's start the case with the poem, and on this week you are now absolutely free can play. Until July 25th, just until Monday. Can play FB2, I'm sure almost. You all know what this game is, but those who don't know about this legend, Lion UD2 is first-person cooperative shooter with elements of char as well as a shooter in which people fight with hordes of the living, the dead, who filled the world with the game already. More than 12 years old, legs online still holds well, so fly with her, your friends, and chop into this zombie shooter. You can definitely find weekends and no problems at all. If you don't have this library game yet, then welcome link I to her. Stayed like that, but the next free a game in the style called Inten Wool Sandstorm in CNC Jersey. Chances team tactical shooter from the first phases based on deadly battles in limited space in the game. You waiting awesomely for Yakshi, you are from the price, of course, because of what you can play, but with your homies and any plot. Well, to be honest, here is not a chapter absolutely free. You can play it for 3 more days, and it's until June 25th, or rather until Monday. Therefore, along with the Lion, here you can choose this game if you are more like the usual shooter they are for any. If I leave a link to it descriptions, therefore who is interested in it, download and play like that. And the next game, which is now free in the poem called Hell and the Club for free, she will also be 3 more days until Monday. But also those who don't know what kind of toy it is, I'll tell you now, feel it loose. This is a realistic team shooter in World War II setting, players waiting for brutal multiplayer battles, supporting a said person simultaneously on one blood map of the foot. Player battles are also waiting for management, literature, technology, and artillery art in. Overall, she is now free, therefore why not try it? Looks pretty not bad, especially if you have not played yet. Once in my life they didn't play, I advise try, and also take off this video to their friends so that they also know about this hand and also flew along with you in this game like that. But here is the next. The game is called a Rubber Bandit, and this a fun game with multiplayer to 4 players where you will play for bananas, for a sausage, well, shorter for different products. And you have a multiplayer here with your friends or ordinary maternity hospital on. Games will have to rob the bank in the store, or what will be available to you on the map. Game insanely fun action new map. It is diverse, and therefore I think to go to me and have fun at least these 3 days. That it will be free to you extremely. I advise you to just at least try. If don't like it, delete, but in any case until you try not to find out. So I'll leave the link in the descriptions. Go to T-game like that, but this a game with someone incomprehensible Chinese name appeared topic recently. And this is a shooter which is likely, except for the description, this is a shooter I already talked about him, so just I'll leave the link in the description like that. But here a fun game called FPS is a game in which you will play in chess shooter. If you didn't know what play with a friend, then I think here you can you kill your time if of course know how to play ball, but so concept good. Okay, link I will leave it describe it like that. And now let's get a little talk about discounts with them. For example, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 now you can take 67% discount, is pretty good. Half-Life Lodges now you can take 50% discount. 3 Bargello can now be bought at 75% discount. 3 Resident Evil now Can be taken at 6-10% discount. Agron for Auto 4 set of edition now. Can take 70%. Skit what I really think is straight. I also advise you to go on this page with discounts. Maybe there are these games that you long wanted to buy shorter. Pro monitort themselves like now discounts. Already established after summer sales, but still I advise you not yet. Get to wait some big sales, and by the way, subscribe to channel because of such sales I am for you. I remind you and you do not miss anything. So subscribe and click on bell. But we go to Epic Games. And this week they give out these two games, first called Shop Titansly. This is an arcade simulator game. Strategies are very funny in the rainbow casual style that I am sure of maybe many people like it, by the way, know here. For example, I don't have a big game like anyway if he yells some farms, even if you don't like. Don't look at the donated horse in the teeth, therefore take them to our library and enjoy the new game in our hands. But another game that is now distributed this week is called Tandberg. And I really expected this game because that this game without discount is not cheap. She is cool, she is multiplayer. Therefore I advise you to pick it up and even play. And those who don't know, then this is a game talks about the Battle of the Tannenberg in 1914. Year East Prussia. In the game you will, as well as infantry and in various techniques, fight against your friends with the same as you players that is in the game. Pretty much action because it's multiplayer game and everyone runs where they are. I want to, so there you still need to follow enemies so that no one is picked up from behind. Dig trenches to guard attack, but shorter than such a heavy Tinka game, but fun action war, so I advise you pick her up 100% her once play, so I'm sure I won't have you are superfluous library, so we take links to this handout, leave a description. But she really does, they will give out here this game, so also subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell so as not to any miss the distribution to you. And next week is also required floor tax, but we go to the site name and what is really here. I don't want to choose these judges today. SpongeBob happens. Well, I'll leave this game in descriptions and I advise you to go in and also to look through because there is a lot good horror. Who would know that? Honestly, there is a choir here. SpongeBob, well, shorter from the game and leave in descriptions, so talk a little about game news, about the most interesting game news, for example toy page, which I have been waiting for a very long time, but now I don't have time to play it shorter. She came out on August 19th of July, but somehow I missed it. Is a very cool game. I really waited for her for a long time and talked a lot because she has a very interesting style. She has very interesting story. That is it. You will be play for a cat looking for his. The owner is looking for his, calling it all this cybernetic world, but helps him his assistant robotic drone. Well, in short, for a cat, fun to play it. It seems like a cool plot already. Many did a review of her and I looked alone. Dude says the plot is super, so I advise you probably to buy one by pre-order in the poem. And by the way, it was possible buy a 10% discount, and now there's no discount at all because that the game just came out. What a discount may be, therefore if we are not waited a lot for this game before they, I advise you to wait for which then huge discounts. I'm sure she is already at one things autumn sales will be for sale at a very good discount, and then you can grab her. So the next new is that the network is leaked fragment of gameplay remake for Last of Us. Looks like this gameplay like this, and those who waiting for this game tell if they were justified. Expectations went through the trailer, really all the drooling. Well, and when this game will come out, for now I think many Bloggers will start to cross it because that this game is really a masterpiece. Why do you think you write in comments? And by the way, who knows already? Very soon on August 12th, remaster comes out from the game about Spider-Man, but most importantly new. It's not that, but that this. The game as the characteristics are written here. On minimum requirements can go. Even on more or less weak PC, that is. Intel Core i3, as you see the video card, not the most powerful, so it's very pleasant news for those who are not the most powerful. While you can play games though on minimum requirements, but nothing scary. I would even go through this game because I never had a console. But I always wanted to play new charts, Days Gone, Spider-Man, so on. Thank you very much for this. I hope you find it for yourself. This video is what you were looking for. I hope you liked this video. If so, then why don't you like this video? With you was Nikgamer. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.